I was no stranger to mindset work and personal development before I started my Etsy business. But boy, has my time on Etsy provided me with plenty of opportunities to learn and grow. It's funny how until we actually go through our own failures, that's when the lessons finally sink in. That's why there are a few Etsy mistakes I'm now grateful for that I want to pass on to you, so maybe you won't make them on Etsy. Hi, I'm Lindsay, and I help women design and sell printables so they can use their creative skills to make passive income. And let's be honest, no one wants to make a mistake, let alone be criticized for it. It's one of the reasons why failing is so scary. And as a self-proclaimed people pleaser, it's hard enough to put your work out there. But as the saying goes, you don't grow when you're comfortable. And you learn from failing. True enough, the more I fail, the more I continue to see success in my business. My first Etsy mistake that I'm now grateful for is that I make quote unquote bad listings that didn't sell. Well, guess what? First off, you only learn from your bad listings, so it's not a waste. And in actuality, after a bit of time, some of these listings sometimes do actually sell. If you're beginning to question if what you're putting out there on Etsy is good enough, don't let imposter syndrome set in. What you'll learn is that success isn't instant. And a little patience goes a long way on your entrepreneurial journey. And anytime you're seeing someone who is a quote overnight success, there's a million nights that happen before that one day that finally got them noticed. So perhaps my bad listings weren't bad at all, but just teaching me about patience and perseverance. My next Etsy mistake that I'm now grateful for is people pleasing and working for free. Are you doing all kinds of things in your Etsy business for free? I don't recommend it. It's not sustainable. This mistake I learned the hard way. I really wanted to get more clients and 5-star reviews in the beginning. So I thought giving refunds anytime someone asked or doing something for no money at all was going to help my business. Newsflash, it didn't. All that work and people pleasing just showed everyone that I didn't see my worth. When we do things for free, we're telling the universe that we don't value ourselves. And guess what? When we don't value ourselves, no one else does either. You see, this big world is just a mirror staring back at us, reflecting what's going on the inside. When we begin to charge our wealth and see the value of our own work is when other people are going to start seeing the value in it as well. That's why I always teach my students about boundaries and how you're going to have to learn what yours are as you go. As you start to set more boundaries with your customers and see your worth, you're going to start making more sales. It all starts on the inside. Bottom line, mistakes aren't scary. They're practical. And the more mistakes you make, the less it stings. The more trials you endure, the more success it brings. So I'd encourage you to look at your mistakes and see what lessons you can learn from them instead of taking that woe is me victim card. After all, that's literally why we're here on earth. If you keep making the same mistakes, the universe or God will continue to put the same challenges in front of you until you finally get the hint. Don't let the tiny little rocks that God is throwing at you turn into boulders. Learn the lessons now and then move forward by adopting the right habits that will help you see consistent growth on Etsy. And if you're wondering what the right habits are to get you there, you can take my free training where I teach you how to build consistent habits to grow your Etsy shop. And you can grab that free training over at atouchitla.com/habits. I hope this video was helpful to you, and I will see you in the next video.